We need to move quickly. We have a small window before the portal opens large enough for Unicron to enter.
We think the twist in Rise of the Beasts sets the stage perfectly for Unicron and the Decepticons to team up in Transformers 8 and 9. Plus, it's super exciting that Chris Hemsworth's role in the Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie seems like a sure thing with these new details. So, let's dive into everything we know about the upcoming Transformers movies. Paramount has confirmed that Transformers 8 and 9 are in the works, and they'll be set in the same universe as Transformers Rise of the Beasts. The franchise originally kicked off in 2007 with Michael Bay directing and Shia LaBeouf starring. After 5 main series movies, they did a soft reboot with Bumblebee in 2018, and Rise of the Beasts follows in the timeline, set in 1994. The future of the Transformers series is mapped out, with Paramount announcing that Transformers 8 and 9 will follow Rise of the Beasts, forming a new trilogy. There aren't many details yet about these sequels, such as whether Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback will return, but director Stephen Caple Jr. plans to come back. Release dates for Transformers 8 and 9 haven't been set yet. Confirmation of Transformers 8 and 9 came pretty early during the development of Transformers Rise of the Beasts. According to the announcement, it's likely that Transformers 8 will essentially be Transformers Rise of the Beasts 2. We can probably expect Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback to return, along with several Transformers from the previous film. Given the timing, it seems Paramount is eager to quickly move into production for Transformers 8. Although there are no release dates yet, the studio clearly wants to keep the momentum going. However, it's unlikely that 8 will come out before 2025, with 9 potentially following in 2027 or 2028. Director Stephen Caple Jr. has shared his vision for the next film. I set up a lot of things in this film, and every time we talk about the future, there's always a lot of we. I think there is a way to still feed the fans what they want in Transformers films, but also do something cool with another legendary IP, so to speak, that I've always been in love with. Transformers Rise of the Beasts introduces an intriguing twist in its second half, setting the stage for a Decepticon and Unicron team-up in Transformers 8. This movie, the 7th in the live-action series, serves as both a sequel and a reboot to 2018's Bumblebee. While Rise of the Beasts features an original storyline, it ties in several narrative elements from the 2018 film and even nods to Michael Bay's movies. Interestingly, Rise of the Beasts deviates from franchise norms by not featuring any Decepticons, yet it still captivates viewers with new formidable antagonists. The film is packed with twists and turns that keep the audience engaged until the very end. One particular twist seems to perfectly set up a Decepticon and Unicron collaboration for the next movie. Rise of the Beasts starts with a tragic arc where Bumblebee dies during a battle between the Autobots and Unicron's Terrorcon heralds. However, in a surprising turn of events, the film's final arc shows Bumblebee lying on a giant Energon ore. Initially inactive, the Energon-filled valley surrounding the Autobot is activated by the Trans-Warp Key, bringing Bumblebee back to life. This proves how valuable this form of Energon can be to other Cybertronians or species. In Transformers lore, Energon is the fuel for the titular race. Pure and powerful sources of Energon can not only revive Transformers, but also trigger significant changes in their transformations. However, true Energon is incredibly rare in the universe. The Energon in Rise of the Beasts is so potent that it revives Bumblebee, showcasing its rarity and immense value. Considering this, Transformers 8 can effectively use Energon as a crucial plot device in its storyline. Earth's Energon resources give the Decepticons a solid reason to invade the planet. The war for Cybertron must have depleted Cybertron's Energon resources, leaving the Transformers in dire need of fuel. In the original lore, the prolonged war for Cybertron leads to the depletion of all natural Energon sources, forcing Transformers to rely on less effective artificial substitutes. Given the ongoing war in the live-action reboot movies, it's only a matter of time before Cybertron's Energon runs out completely. Once Cybertron becomes useless, the Decepticons could set their sights on Earth due to its abundant Energon reserves. Despite the Autobots' efforts to protect Earth from otherworldly threats after the events of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, the Decepticons likely won't be deterred as they previously conquered Cybertron and forced the Autobots to flee. The Decepticons' quest for new Energon sources and their ongoing war with the Autobots set the stage for their invasion of Earth in Transformers 8. We also think that Earth's Energon could fuel Unicron's appetite for planets in Transformers 8. At the end of Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime destroys the Transwarp Key just in time to prevent Unicron from devouring Earth. Unicron, furious from his defeat, will likely seek revenge on the Autobots and return to Earth in Transformers 8 with a renewed determination to consume the planet. Discovering Earth's rich Energon ores will only heighten his appetite, pushing him to unleash his full might on the Autobots' new home. Energon, being the essential fuel for Transformers, makes Earth an attractive target for Unicron. His natural ability to bend space and time and travel across the multiverse, as seen in the original lore, positions him as a formidable threat. Rise of the Beasts portrays Unicron as not yet at his full potential, with his pursuit of the Transwarp Key aiming to bolster his abilities. Knowing that Earth possesses a highly potent source of Energon, Unicron will likely target the planet to enhance his powers and satisfy his insatiable hunger in Transformers 8. Since the Autobots defeated Unicron's Terrorcon army and Optimus Prime took down Scourge at the end of Rise of the Beasts, Unicron will need to seek new allies. The Decepticons, eager to destroy the Autobots and seize Earth's Energon for themselves, could be recruited by Unicron as his new heralds. Although Unicron and the Decepticons share the goal of acquiring Earth's Energon, their initial collaboration in Transformers 8 would make sense given their mutual interests. If they join forces, Unicron and the Decepticons would pose a formidable threat, making it extremely difficult for the Autobots to overcome them. However, with direct access to Earth's Energon, the Autobots could use it to boost their abilities and transformations. Plus, with Unicron and the Decepticons as common enemies, the Autobots might team up with G.I. Joe to protect Earth from the devastating potential that these Transformers could unleash in Transformers 8. Recent comments from Chris Hemsworth have shed light on his role in the upcoming Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie, making it clear that he's likely to play a significant role. Although Hemsworth is set to voice Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime, in Transformers 1, he's expected to have an even bigger role in Hasbro's movie future. Reports had previously suggested that Hemsworth was in talks for a crossover movie, leading to speculation about which character he might play from either franchise. While there was some speculation that he might reprise his role as Optimus Prime in the live-action crossover, it seems more likely that he will portray a new character in the G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover. Hemsworth's comments at San Diego Comic-Con have provided more clarity, particularly when he mentioned needing to switch over to G.I. Joe. This suggests that his role in the crossover will be connected to G.I. Joe, rather than continuing with Transformers after the 2024 animated film. The idea of Hemsworth playing a member of the new G.I. Joe team now seems even more plausible. Given his action-heavy experience, such as in Extraction, he would be well-suited to portray a new version of Duke, a younger Joe Cotton, or another key G.I. Joe character. While his specific character remains under wraps, it would be a surprise if Hemsworth doesn't end up playing a G.I. Joe character in the crossover. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.